I feel annoyed and felt like talking about it for a minute. So, I made a lot of gil doing the sleep sprout farming method. I made a video about it. I did get some of the things in the one thing in the video wrong because it was 0.7 swords per minute that I could buy rather than 0.7 minutes to buy. Sorry, 0.7 seconds. Sorry, 0.7 swords per second that I could buy when I was calculating all the times it took to do everything. When in reality it was what I wanted to calculate was the amount of seconds it took to buy one sword. So I just took the inverse and it was like 1.43 seconds per sword. But that's not. So I spent all that time farming the gil because I knew I would need the gil in order to. Whoops! Don't do that. In order to bribe the sand worms in Bikanel Island. Is that what it's called? I think it's Bikanel Island. Anyway, like basically where home is was for the Al Bhed. But so I spent all that time doing that, and let me see if Titus and I don't need a taming sword anymore. I can use the Baroques, the Ragnarok though. I'm not really doing anything with Titus. He's not really attacking much either. But when he does, ooh, I should set his to. Not. Is there one for when somebody else does damage? I don't think so. Where's that overdrive? I'm trying to like talk out loud. And so stoic is when you take damage, warriors when you damage an enemy, comrades when ally takes damage, character defeats an enemy. I'm not gonna be doing that. Charges when character defeats a powerful enemy. Not to be doing that. I'm not gonna do that. And when the party wins a battle. So Victor would probably be best. I don't know if that's gonna. I think I already had it on Victor. But anyway, and I read online that bribing a sandworm costs 900,000 gil. So like, okay, 900,000 gil times, and gives you 15 winning formulas, and it takes 30 winning formulas to put triple overdrive on a weapon. And I have 7 characters that I want to do that on, so I did the math. It was like 12 million gil, something like that. I think it was more than 12 million. I don't remember. I think like 12.8, something. I don't care. Doesn't matter. Then when I get to the frickin' sands, Bikanel Island, whatever, I'm out there and you're running around. I don't particularly find a place that's any better than any other place to find and encounter the sandworms particularly. So I'm just running around, and that's fine because I kill everything in one hit anyway, and I can steal some chocobo feathers, not wings, chocobo feathers from the cactar there, and then kill them and get pretty good AP from them, honestly. Speaking of which, I need to have her with initiative to make sure that I get the first strike. So Riku's not going to benefit from the triple AP thing, so that's whatever. But Titus will. Anyway, so I get out there, find a sandworm, and I do, I can do this kind of special save, which means I can try different amounts to see what I get. And one thing I notice is that 900,000 gil is not enough. Not even close. I try it on like the first 3 sandworms that I encounter, and I saved to try different amounts. Really, I didn't have to save. You could try a lower amount and then just increase the amount that you bribe every turn. So like if you bribe 900,000 or 800,000 gil, for instance, you lose it after the bribe. And if the monster doesn't run away or turn away, it says miss on there. You can just have the next character with bribe try like another 100 gil or another 1,000 gil or whatever. And you can keep doing that plus 1,000 on each successive turn until it finally accepts the bribe. So I learned something about bribe that way, and it was nice to learn. But what I also learned is I just said, to hell with it. I'm tired of this. It's stupid. I don't want to do experiments that much. And the experiments aren't consistent anyway. Cause what I did from there, when I was fed up with it, I'm like, I can farm gil. It's not a problem. Half an hour, I make 3 million gil. Whatever, it doesn't matter. What I found out was I just started bribing 1 million gil flat. Every sandworm I encountered, 1 million gil, and I got on like the first 6, 7-ish sandworms, 1 million gil got me anywhere from 12 winning formulas, which is, I was supposed to get 15 for 900,000, so I'm already very annoyed by this. Anywhere from 12 to 16, I believe, was the maximum. What I also figured out, like I tried bribing 2 million once, and you think if you get 12 for 2 million, you should get 24. Sorry, if you get 12 for 1 million, you should get 24 for 2 million, right? No. There's diminishing returns on your bribes, at least in the game that I'm playing for whatever reason. So I did that save that I can do the special save. I bribed 1 million. It came up with 12, or it came up with, like, I think that time it came up with 14. So I'm like, okay, what happens if, and then I did my reload from that save, which basically just puts it, anyway, you may have seen it in one of my videos, it doesn't really matter, but it's whatever. And then I bribed 2 million, instead of getting 28, which would be double, I got like 20. So it is diminishing returns, and that made me even more annoyed because I didn't feel like mapping out the amounts that it took to do like the, you know, most bang for your buck things. I'm just like, okay, whatever. I can farm gil, it's not that hard. You do it fairly quickly. It costs half an hour of my life, which I can do in between phone calls while I work from home. It's not that big a deal. So I bribed 1 million to like the first 6 or 7 that I came across. I had like 12, almost 13 million at the time. And then 1 million started not being enough. I bribed 1 million and it said miss. I'm like, oh, that's new. And this happened on every subsequent worm from like the 8th onward, I believe. I think I bribed a grand total of maybe 12-ish. Yeah, about 12. So I bribed 1 million. It said miss. I'm like, okay, that sucks. And then I bribed another, just 100 gil, and it worked. It's like 1 million and 100 gil was the price tag apparently on those guys. I got 6 of my characters with triple overdrive on their weapons that are going to be used to AP farm. So I'm almost there, and I have enough winning formulas that I just need to bribe one more sandworm. So that's what I'm here for. I'm here to farm some more gil. I'm just going to do it for half an hour or whatever. But that is my annoyance with the randomness. The RNG is not appreciated. Yeah, it's just not appreciated. Maybe if I did like luck a couple times on my characters before trying to bribe, maybe that would help. Maybe that was a factor I didn't think of until literally just now. But anyway, I'm back at the monster arena. I'm gonna farm some more. I also have to bribe the gosh darn their spirits. They're in the Cavern of the Stolen Faith. They're ghosts. I don't remember what their exact. I think they might just be called ghost. But you have to bribe those for the fastest way to get mega phoenixes, which are used to put. Oh god, I figured out another thing that really annoyed the crap out of me. Anyway, to get mega phoenixes, because it takes 30, I think, of those, or 60 or 80, whatever it is, to put auto phoenix on a piece of armor. So I have haste armor on everybody. I spent a lot of gil bribing Machea in the monster arena to do that as well, because it was random. I could have farmed, I could have stolen repeatedly from the Cactar King in the monster arena, but it was like taking too long. And I did the math, and the amount of time it took to steal X number of Jacobo wings from the Cactar King, I could bribe and then recoup that money faster via the Sleep Sprout farming. especially with the amount of time, because you steal from the Cactuar King. It does 10,000 needles, which is not a short animation. And then you steal from the Cactuar King, which you may or may not steal that time. And your first steal may be a gambler's wallet, or designer wallet. So you might not even get the Chocobo Wings the first time, and you might not get Chocobo Wings in subsequent steals in that same Cactuar King. So, yeah, I figured I could farm the Gil faster, so I did that. I started bribing the Machia, whatever they're called. I call them the sharp legs. I call those monster types of sharp legs. In the monster arena, and got all the Chocobo Wings I needed for that. So everybody has auto haste. I believe I want to give everybody auto Phoenix. So I'm gonna have to farm the Gil for that, because I have to bribe the ghost, since I don't remember that it's like 600,000 to bribe a ghost for whatever amount of Mega Phoenixes. Whatever, I'll figure that out as we go. It's also going to be randomized, so who really gives a crap about trying to figure out beforehand? And what I also figured out, stupidly, so in the customization screen, if you don't have enough of a particular item to customize something, it'll be dark. So like dark touch in this case. I have 10 eye drops, it takes more than 10, it is dark. But at least dark touch shows up on my screen as a possible customization, because I have at least one of the item it takes to do so. What I could have found out is that I cannot customize ribbon in this game. I was saving up my dark matter, I was paying close attention to the number of dark matter that I was getting, and when I hit 99, I was like, oh well, yeah, I can put ribbon on Yuna, and if ribbon is on Yuna, she can Asuna everybody else, and blah blah blah. Ribbon does not exist in my game. Apparently ribbon only exists in what are called like the PAL and international, I believe, versions, which is weird because the Final Fantasy X that I played on PS2 when it first came out had ribbon. I cheated to get it. That's actually a good question though. Did me cheating to get ribbon make it so I could get ribbon when I couldn't actually get ribbon in the game? I don't know, now that I think about it. So anyway, I cannot put ribbon on my super armors for everybody, but at least, and then I could do a break HP limit, and I'm thinking about trying it out as a master defense armor, because, you know, all the defense, all the magic defense, all the protect and shell in the world could be great and helpful, but having that extra HP in all the games that I've ever played, having more HP is a better idea, because it gives healers more time to heal you, basically. So as any tank, even as damage dealers and healers in the games that I've played, you want as much HP as you can without sacrificing, you know, the extra stats you can put here and there for your damage or healing or damage reduction output as whatever role you are. But anyway, learned I can't do ribbon, so I used my dark matter to put break damage limit on one of my capture swords, so Titus can capture a lot easier now. So there's that, I suppose. There's no other use for dark matter except for literally the use command, which Riku and a bunch of others have now. But Riku starts out with it. And it does, I think it says it's massive damage. I don't remember how many targets it hits. Okay, hold on. Deals major damage to all enemies. So, what's something similar? Damages all enemies and delays their next turn. Oh, that's kind of fun. I have 99 of those? Oh, because I probably opened or unlocked one of the fiends in the monster arena. Anyway, so those are my rants about bribery and it not being consistent, and even regardless of the inconsistency, does not at all match what was found online. So fun there, great, awesome. And yeah, I am back to farming. I'll do one fight to appease the masses, so you're not just like, oh, he just got on this thing and then talked forever and did nothing. Here's Mr. Sleep Sprout. Here's one hit from Auron at 1 HP. It's 999. It's an overkill. Boom. Are you happy now? Because I'm not. And then somehow all of that running around in Bikanel Island farming sandworms in order to bribe them, I amassed a fair amount. And here's the thing. I was thinking, like, why am I even farming these winning formulas when I can farm teleport spheres? I can get 99 teleport spheres in less than half an hour. Because half an hour is the total time it takes to farm the spheres, sell the gear, go to Kilika, buy all the things from Kilika, customize all the things from Kilika, and then sell all the things from Kilika. It takes 20 seconds to farm to farm 2 spheres. So I could just have infinite teleport spheres, go around teleporting to every node. But it's like it's fun. It's fun to do these things. It's fun to, like, I want triple overdrive attached to a triple AP attached to an overdrive to AP weapon, because I've never experienced that before, and it's gonna be cool to see the levels rolling. So that's where I'm at. This video was much longer than I thought it was gonna be. I tend to rant apparently quite a bit. So yeah. See you later. Okay, bye. Sorry.